Shenita got that news. Shenita with the news. Shenita got that news. Shenita with the news. Shenita got that news. Shenita with the news. Shenita got that news. Hey guys, it's Shenita with the news, and I'm back with a new video. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to get kinky with that notification bell and turn that thing all the way on. Everything in this video is created for entertainment purposes only. And everything in this video is alleged in my opinion. So now that I got that out the way, let's get into some things. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Okay, putting yourself first, putting your needs first. Okay, me, I meditate, I drink my water. All right, I journal, self-reflection every day. And so, I'm an advocate for self-love and self-awareness. Okay, now outside of that, we're going to get into this crossover conversation. All right, this crossover conversation with Stormi Steele and Latrice Rogers from Belle Collective. If you don't know, Stormi Steele is on LAMH Huntsville. Okay, I believe this is her second or third season. I'm not exactly sure about that. I absolutely love Stormi Steele. I feel like Stormi Steele is not liked by a lot of people on YouTube. But I don't know if that's her real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, in this crossover conversation, I learned a lot about her, which I love seeing her outside of the show. I want to just see Stormi Steele honestly get more of a look into her life when it comes to the show, and not just get her always with the group, okay, or like with Tasha. I really would love to get to know Stormi Steele. I feel like even though she's been on LAMH Huntsville for a couple of seasons now, I just still feel like I don't fully know her. And so this crossover conversation was everything that I didn't know that I needed. Actually, I did know that I needed it. All right. And so if you are a Stormi Steele fan, you are not alone. It is okay. I'm telling you, it is okay to like Stormi Steele. All right. While liking other people on LAMH Huntsville. I know it feels like you can't, but honey, you can't let people tell you who to be. All right. And who you can like. So it's okay. I feel like I'm here and I'm letting you know it's okay to like Stormi Steele. All right. Okay. Stormi Steele is self-made before the show. All right. And that is no shade, but I love that. It is exactly why, I loved Kenya, because I feel like Kenya came in already self-made. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I really to me, it just speaks volumes to how far a person has come. And I do believe that, when a person is already made before they get on reality TV, there's a little bit more that you can give us, and so, yeah, Stormi Steele, let's get into it. So Stormi Steele and Latrice Rogers sit down. They reflect on their relationship. They've known each other for a really long time, okay, and have watched each other grow and elevate. And I love it, okay. They just reminisced, but also, honey, they got into some things, okay. And one of the things that they got into is Latrice talking about how Essie, okay, is the real business. okay, that, I guess Marie allegedly is the face of. Allegedly now. Now, that's how it was explained in this conversation, honey. All right, don't come shooting the messenger. All right, I'm only saying what I had saw and what I had heard, okay? How do you guys feel about Latrice Rogers saying that Essie was the business owner, that Essie is actually the brains of the operation, okay? I do like Essie. Latrice, to be fair, is not the only person, all right, to say that Essie was the brains. When Marie sat down with Keisha, all right, Keisha said, "Where's Essie?" All right, where is Essie, Marie? Marie don't even know where the pen and the pad is in her office. Okay, now, don't come for me, honey. Okay, I'm just saying what I saw. All right, now, some more things that these ladies got into. What stuck out to me the most was as Stormi Steele was sitting down having this conversation with Latrice, she brought up the whole Letitia, Canvas Beauty email situation. Now, if you don't know, if you haven't watched Love and Merch Huntsville, I think that you should really do yourself a favor and run on over there, okay, and go watch that thing. Now, and like I said, if you haven't watched it, Letitia ended up getting some backlash for allegedly copy and pasting Stormi Steele's email, Canvas Beauty email, shipping policy, okay, and the email, was still attached to the alleged copy and pasted Canvas Beauty shipping policy. All right. Now, Stormi Steele had a conversation on camera with Letitia Scott. All right. And Letitia Scott said that the web designer that she had hired, all right, had forgotten to take, Stormi Steele's policy and email off of the website. It might be a website designer. And so, Stormi wasn't really pressed about it. She just told Letitia, that she needed to do better with proofreading and things like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, now, damn well, okay, that Letitia Scott ain't even reading nothing the first damn time. All right, and so why would she proofread and go back? We already know that allegedly she can't spell. Okay, the girl is out here spelling breakfast. All right, breakfast. Okay, and so I don't understand why you would even think. And so as they got to talking about the situation, okay, I believe that Stormi really did not care, allegedly. It felt like she was just like, dang, you really need to proofread, make sure that your stuff is right. Because she was sitting in the bed with Courtney, okay, on this episode that I had looked at, okay. And Courtney just sitting there, she's like, I don't even, it felt like she didn't even really care that Letitia had copy and pasted it. It was really just about the principle, and I think it was a teachable moment, and really Stormi just wanted to teach Tisha how to not make those types of mistakes. But it felt like Tisha didn't really care how her mistake affected Stormi. And so I think that Tisha could have apologized initially, but Stormi felt like she had to beat this apology out of Letitia Scott. You know what I'm saying? And so Letitia Scott said she wasn't apologizing for Nathan, but then turned around and did apologize. And so in this conversation with Latrice, Stormi said that she actually designed her website. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, if Stormi actually designed the website, then how could the web designer for Letitia Scott have made the mistake of leaving Canvas Beauty's email and posting the shipping policy? So I'm just, at this point, Stormi saying that she actually designed the web page. You see what I'm saying? And so my question for Letitia is, honey, you're gonna have to clean this up. All right, now you said a web designer did this. Stormi saying that she designed the website. So what's the truth, girl? Okay, what is the truth, Basma Scott? Okay, what is going on? You know, at this point, you just need to come clean like a Kleenex. All right, let's just come clean, girl. Okay, you done had, I just feel like Letitia had a really rough season. But anyway, she done got water thrown in her face. You know what I'm saying? It's all these rumors around about, her husband. Okay, and now we got Stormi still doing a crossover conversation. But to be fair, Letitia Scott did sit down in a crossover conversation with Letitia from Belle Collective, and she did say some negative things, all right, about Stormi still not being real. Okay, and she would know because she's not real. Okay, and so you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Stormi still says she designed her website. And so I don't know where this man would have gotten that from. Also, she said that she had talked to a lawyer about the whole situation and that, she could sue Letitia Scott, okay, for the issue. All right, because at this point, there was no web designer. And so that is some tea. Now, as her and Latrice have this conversation, Stormi still says that she felt like Latrice, she got to build something from the ground up on Belle Collective, but over here on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Stormi still feels like she's always fighting against the core six. Okay, she's always feeling as if it's the core six, and then there's like everyone else. I believe the Fletchers felt kind of similar to that, where they thought that the core six over on Love and Marriage Huntsville should allow other entrepreneurs to have an opinion or to be a part of things. You know what I'm saying? And so Stormi definitely expressed feeling like, in my opinion, not fully welcomed, not fully embraced. You know what I'm saying? Because the core six are established, and that's just what it is. All right, let me know how you guys feel about what Stormi still was saying. All right. Now, Latrice Rogers said that she felt like even though she built something from the ground up with the ladies on Belle Collective, she does feel like, you know, they do a lot of tearing down and hating, you know what I'm saying? But see, in life, you know, this is just what people do. You know, it's not going to be any different because you're on a platform. I feel like it actually gets worse the more that you shine your light, because the more that you shine your light, it reflects what people, you know, maybe dislikes about themselves or feel down about themselves. I've learned that once you won't dim your light, either people are going to try to dim it for you, or they're going to get kind of jealous at what you're shining on them. You know what I'm saying? And so it makes people have to look at themselves, and people don't like to do that. I'm all for women empowerment. I wish girl power was something real. I really don't think that girl power is all that real. Now, there might be spaces that it do exist in, but as I've come to realize, girl power, being successful, creating boundaries, healthy, like loving yourself and becoming self-aware and stuff like that. I find that I actually, I used to say isolate, but I don't say isolate anymore because I feel like isolate is like you're running away from something. But I do go into solitude, and that's really where I like to be. I do like to support other women. I like, you know, that, but it's really not a lot of women, and this ain't even about race, okay? But there's not a lot of women who are going to wholeheartedly support you, especially a big group of women. I don't know where that exists at when you are on your boss stuff, entrepreneuring, okay, and just being into yourself and trying to build something. It feels like you got to do that alone. You know what I'm saying? I've tried that. You definitely may have to do that alone. And I'm not saying that you won't find good people along the way, but I do find that people get really competitive when they see that you are really about your business, okay? And so Latrice really touched on, you know, how these ladies behind the scenes allegedly are clawing and hating and making up stuff and, you know, just coming at her to dim her light. I've also felt that way about Kenya Moore on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I really feel like because Kenya Moore came in already solidified, that once she got on Real Housewives of Atlanta, the other ladies really tried their best to paint her as a bad person so that her light could be dimmed. Okay, and so I believe I've seen this on reality TV a lot. Okay, but I love that Latrice is being vocal. Love Latrice. I want to say this. I'm here in Maryland. Okay, we did not have no hair vending machines, because Latrice, I believe, was the first woman to put weave in the vending machines. Honey, I didn't even see that until I watched the first season of Belle Collective and they were talking about it and everything. Honey, a year or two later, I go to the mall and they got eyelashes and weave in the daggone vending machines. I'm like, whoa, Latrice is innovative, honey. So shout out to Latrice. Okay, it is nothing wrong with giving people their flowers. Okay, we have got to give people their flowers and stop dimming other people's light. Because let me tell you something about the universe, honey. The moment you are sitting somewhere dimming somebody's light, the universe is looking at you, okay? And the universe is sitting there preparing a seat for you, all right? The same way that you are preparing a seat for somebody else. And so I have the mentality of clapping until it's your turn, honey. And just because someone uplifts themselves does not mean, okay, that you're not wonderful, that you're not great. I think that a lot of people are very, 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 very insecure. And so I still can't fathom how, you know, talking highly, even in this interview, Stormi still popping her stuff. I've been made before this show, right? And it's no shade to the show, but damn it, let Stormi pop her, okay? Because if she's waiting on somebody else to pop up for her, okay, she's gonna be waiting forever. And so allow everybody to be able to speak highly of themselves. I know that when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay, it is a mess when it comes to, you know, how people feel about Stormi. Like I said, I feel like I really like Stormi still, but Stormi still gets a bad end of the stick. Okay, and I don't know if it's because people like their faves, and I just don't know what it is, but I think that it's okay to like Stormi. It is all right to like Stormi. I think that like who you like, but don't make other people feel bad about the person that they're choosing to like, because to me that's negative. You know, it's negative to you can't like try to exude all this positive energy, right? But then turn around and try to dim somebody else's light because that person, you really don't mesh with that person. Like, just don't mesh with that person. You know what I'm saying? But to like keep attacking this woman is absolutely crazy to me. Like, even when you go to watch this interview, the comments are just crazy. Like, people need to realize that when it comes to these shows, you don't know these people, okay? This is supposed to be reality TV. It's supposed to be fun. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like the fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville, not all of them, but some of the fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville push people away from wanting to watch it or like report on it, because it just becomes crazy. Like, you can't talk about certain people on air. You can't have an opinion about anything. And ultimately, I believe it's gonna be one of the demise of the show. There is no other show that I love or like want to talk about that makes me feel like I'm gonna have to deal with some crazy if I say this, or but I'm gonna say what I got to say, because I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Okay, I like Stormi still. It is what it is. All right, and everybody has their faves, their opinions. And over here at Shenita with the news, you can like who you want to like, okay? It's okay. Now, back to the crossover conversation, okay? Latrice also says that she feels like people uplifts guys to, or her man per se, to kind of bring her down and say that her success is because of a guy when she got it out the mud. And I think that that's the dimming of the light that I talk about. All right. If this girl really got it out the mud and worked hard and did what she had to do, why not give her that, right? What does that take away from you? Stormi Steele also talks about how she's perceived as ghetto, even though she is not from the ghetto. She's actually from the country, but people perceive how she speaks and, you know, how she acts as being from the ghetto. And she didn't see why people had a problem with people from the ghetto. A lot of people are ghetto that aren't actually from the ghetto. I feel like ghetto is a mentality that a lot of people have, and this isn't even just about race, but I feel like what's wrong from being with being from the ghetto? Okay, what's wrong with that? A lot of people from the ghetto are coming up. A lot of people from the ghetto got money, all right? And so I don't know why people get so judgmental about where you're from. To me, it really just shows like a lot of judgment, judging a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? I believe that God touches people's lives in all walks of life. I don't think that God is like, oh, you're from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And so you just can't be nothing. There are so many successful people who have been from the ghetto, homeless, all types of stuff. And I just really, it has to be a sense of the what is it called when you projection, okay, trying to belittle someone's experience. And I just think that is so negative, you know what I'm saying, to try to, you know, use a word like ghetto to make somebody feel bad. Meanwhile, there are some terrible people that are not from the ghetto. And you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, it's like, wow, people really dislike folks from the ghetto. All right. And so I ain't understanding it, honey. I just ain't understanding it. Latrice talks about Marceau and how his comments about the ghetto rubbed her the wrong way because she has a store in the ghetto that she makes millions out of. By the way, it's crazy how like black women can come up in business, right, and put these stores in the ghetto, just like or what people consider the ghetto. But it's crazy how people would never tell, like, they tell black women, you know, your stores are in the ghetto. You got these hair stores in the ghetto, candy bars. You know, they said she had this restaurant in the ghetto, even though they making all this money out of it. But nobody would ever tell, like, Walgreens, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're not successful, or you know, it's going to affect your business negatively to have that Walgreens in the ghetto, or that CVS in the ghetto, or that KFC in the ghetto. You know, these are big companies who put their businesses in all areas. And so I don't know if it's because people just don't understand how business works, or if they just talking out there. But they would never, I don't believe they would ever tell these major white corporations that it is just a bad look to put your business and, you know, basically black communities. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. There's money in all areas, okay? And so it just feels like, you know, a little bit of hateration when I hear that. I don't know, did Marceau grow up, you know, with a silver spoon? Because I don't really remember him saying that he did. And so I digress. All right, I digress, honey. Stormi also talked about how when she would be in the club seeing Marceau swiping up on people's phones, okay, swiping up on girls' phones, allegedly, okay, that he would be acting different than what he's in on camera, okay? So it's giving me that Marceau is more pressed on camera, and then when the cameras are off, you know what I'm saying, he really doesn't care about half the things he's acting like he cares about on the show. How do you guys feel about that? Do y'all feel like that's true? Do y'all think Marceau is being phony? Okay, I think he is, allegedly. All right. Stormi Steele also alluded to Tasha being illiterate, honey. All right. This made me fall out. Okay, I couldn't take no more. Oh, honey. All right. She said degree from where? Okay, the typos, they are real. Okay, and I want to say this, and this is no shade to Besma Scott. All right, Tasha, honey, I don't know where you got these degrees from. I don't know if you got them from RHOA, all right, or degrees.com. Okay, but I'm with everybody else on this one. I'm with YouTube. I'm with Stormi, all right, and this is no shade, honey, all right. It's one damn thing for you not to be able to pronounce all these damn words, all right, but for you not to be able to spell them either, but have all these degrees, and I don't know if you're talking about temperature, all right, or actual degrees from a solidified college. All right. But honey, let me tell you something. We need to know where you got these degrees. All right. So we can have some questions lined up. All right. For why you can't spell breakfast, realty, reality, or any damn thing else. All right, and I hope you ain't helping the kids with their homework. I really hope that you not. All right, and this is no shade, none. But damn it, all right, if you're gonna get on Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay, you at least got to be able to spell Huntsville. All right. Latrice said that Tisha went to ICDC, honey. Not little Romeo school. All right, not little Romeo. It's Letitia, Besma Scott, Billy Madison at this point. All right, does she need to go do it all over again? Okay, let me know what y'all feel about Billy Madison. Okay. Latrice and Stormi talk about the Fletchers and how much they love them. And I want to say this. I love the Fletchers. I think the Fletchers were the best addition to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I did watch, something where Nell talked about why, she didn't want to do it at first. But I wish she would have done it sooner. Like, this is exactly what we needed. I feel like Mel had carried the show for so long. Okay, for so long. I really don't, and this is no shade, I really don't feel like Kimmy has much of a storyline, or Maurice. It just feels like Kimmy and Maurice, keep regurgitating the cancer situation, her coochie, and his issues with sex in his marriage. And at this point, I'm over it, all right? The Fletchers came in swinging, okay? And I'm hoping that they continue to just take over the TV screen. They are everything. So I have to agree with Latrice and Stormi. Okay, yes, honey. Yes, the Fletchers are amazing. I just love their family dynamic, how authentic they are, you know what I'm saying? And this is what reality TV to me is. It's feeling relatable, real, okay? And I know that everything probably isn't real, all right? But I like to feel like it's real, and I need to connect with that energy, and I feel like the Fletchers really give that. You know, Stormi said that the Fletchers need their own show. Do you guys think that the Fletchers really need their own show? I do. I think that the Fletchers definitely are great TV, and I think they could carry their own show. Definitely. Nell has a wonderful personality. I really love Nell's personality. She gives me everything that I need. Like, she can be spicy, she can be sweet. You know, she bossy, I'm bossy. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. And then you got Fletcher, you know, he's just cool, casual, dancing, you know what I'm saying? He gives his opinion. He's definitely the man, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, but he also allows Nell to be herself, and I love that. And one of the things that I do agree with Stormi on is I feel like, you know, when it comes to Stormi and Courtney, I feel like people want Courtney to kind of control Stormi or put her in her place. And I think that that's crazy. I think that as I have like grown and really began to really deep dive into myself and really, you know, practice awareness and self-love, one of the things that I learned is to own my individuality. And I think that when you get into a relationship, period, that no one should be controlling you, putting you in a place, okay, that you should be being your authentic self, right? And creating boundaries and showing up as the person that you want to be, whether other people agree with it or not. And then once you attach yourself to somebody, right, you're being yourself, they're being themselves, you're loving yourself, they're loving themselves. And I love that she pointed out that Courtney is not her dad, he is her husband. He does not control her. He allows her to be herself. And I think that that is really important. I think that a lot of people, you know, have seen a lot of dynamics or in a lot of dynamics where they have this person trying to control them and change them. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we see it, in my opinion, allegedly with Tisha and Marceau. You know, you'll see people wanting him to shh her or, you know, put her in her place. And it's like, come on now. Y'all got to learn what healthy relationships actually look like. You know, Courtney is not Stormi's dad. He is her husband. Now, he can give her some guidance and share opinions and point out what he feel is right, but to try to control her, change her, is absolutely crazy because you guys feel that she's out of line. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are out of line and don't want nobody telling you what to do. And so, you know, allow Stormi to be Stormi. She is who she is. She also touched on the hate that she receives and how it affected her. You know what I'm saying? She said she didn't even realize that she was ugly until stuff happened when she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and people started making memes of her and joking about her face and joking about her lips and her nose. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes, you know, people can be really mean. And I want to say this. I feel like people take on battles that are not theirs. Okay? People have got to stop taking on or feel like, they have to put down other people to lift other people up. Because while you're putting somebody else down to lift somebody else up, you will get the karma for that, okay? You don't have to put people down to lift up others. That is insane. You can just simply lift up people without ever putting down somebody else. And so I know that the internet is undefeated, but think about what you're putting out. Think about the negativity that you're putting out into the atmosphere. While you feel like you're doing a good deed, you're really not. You have to allow karma to do its job, okay? And so it's crazy how people said that Stormi. I don't think that Stormi Steele is ugly, by the way. I think that she is a beautiful black woman. You know what I'm saying? I think that she has features of black people, okay? And I think that Stormi, okay, just know that you are beautiful, you are amazing, all right? And that, you can't let them comments and stuff affect your mental, all right? People are going to be people and they're going to project, all right? And so shout out to Stormi Steele, okay, for this crossover interview. If you haven't went to go watch it, I need you guys to go watch it, okay? Carlos King, he put it out over there on his platform. All right, he's doing a lot over there. Shout out to Carlos King. He working, baby, getting that coin, okay? Getting that coin over there. All right, running on. I know that's right. Get it. All right, let me know what you guys think about this crossover conversation between Latrice and Stormi Steele. Let me know who is your faves on Belle Collective. Who is your fave, okay? And who is your fave on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Let me know if you are a fan of Stormi Steele, all right? I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Stay positive. Love yourself, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.